Great day, attractive thinker. Dr. Toni Hatton here, your vision and mindset expert, break the cycle specialist, here to support you with mental healing, mental strength, and mindset maintenance. New and aspiring entrepreneurs need tools. What am I talking about? We need mental tools to support us in creating the dreams that we desire, our goals. Think about that for a minute. When you think about the dreams and goals that you have and the desires, think about all of the things that you do in the course of a day. You never get around to, really creating the things that you desire to create. And if nobody is notifying you, if nobody's saying anything about it, days can go by, weeks can go by, and it's not getting done. It's not getting accomplished. We wouldn't have a bucket list if we were creating every single day. You don't want, as attractive thinkers, we don't wait until, the end of our lives and we're running around trying to create what we wanted to do with our lives or create what our real desires were. Sometimes, attractive thinker, you may have experienced this as well. Defining moments have the tendency to shift our focus and bring to the forefront the things that are most important. I'm trying to connect my other page so that this video can be displayed on both of my pages. But I want to talk to you today about distractions. And for new and aspiring entrepreneurs, people with dreams, why do you always hear me talk about people with dreams and goals and things that you desire to do with your life? Because it's possible for your entire life to go by and you never get an opportunity, or you never take the opportunity to create your heart's desires. Those desires are not in your heart just to be floating around in your heart or to inspire you or to make you smile. When you're by yourself, you think about it, you smile, or to give you something to daydream about, or to give you something to talk about that you never get around to doing anything about it. That's not what dreams are for. Dreams are real. Dreams are things. Dreams are life's way of steering our focus, telling us, whispering to us what direction to go into. They're coming attractions, and we're supposed to, as attractive thinkers and new and aspiring entrepreneurs, we're supposed to take the action steps in that direction to make those dreams come true. So many times in our lives, we think that something else is supposed to happen to, make our dreams come true, or someone else or something else, is supposed to happen to make our dreams come true. So many times in our lives, we're waiting. We wait for the right moment. We wait for the right event, or the right feeling, or something monumental, to happen in our lives. We always think we have to put it off. We have to check ourselves concerning that and ask ourselves, why do I consistently think that I have to wait on something to happen for me to live my dream? What does that mean? We hear that all of the time, live my dream. Meaning there are things on your heart, in your heart that you desire to do with your life that's not happening right now, or that you've put on your to-do list, or the things that you say you're going to get around to, or the things that, those conversation pieces that you have, and you say, one day I'm gonna, or someday I'll, or, maybe someday in the future, or soon, or when I get a chance, or when I get around to it, or as soon as things calm down, or, when I get a break, or when I get this off of my plate, or, we always have these reasons. But think about what we're pushing off to the background of our lives. We're pushing our dream to the background of our lives. We're pushing our purpose, the reason why we were created and born, we're pushing that to the background of our lives. And you're pushing that to the background of your life and doing what? What is more important than what you came here to do with your life? What is more important than your purpose? What is more important than doing that thing that you're wired for? That thing that brings you joy, not only brings you joy, but it's a solution to others. What is more important than living your life's work or your soul's purpose? What could possibly be more important than doing what fills you? Doing what gives your life meaning, doing what you're wired to do, what you do naturally, what comes natural for you. Most of the time we put that in the background of our lives, and we put all of these other things in the forefront of our lives, and we're not aware of that. When we talk about distractions being subtle, sneaky little thieves that are robbing you, they constantly shift your focus. You know, you're over here, then your focus is over there, and then your focus is over here, and your focus is up there, and your focus is, you just keep, every time you turn around, do you know how you're watering down your energy when you keep shifting your focus? See, focus is a power attached to your focus. There is, you might want to write that down in your Attractive Thinker notebook. There is a power attached to your focus, meaning when you focus on something, you give it power, you give it your energy, you give it your creativity, you give it your effort, you give it your mind, you give it your heart. You give it everything that you have, and you put everything into it, and it begins to grow. It begins to manifest in your life. You're creating with your the power of your focus. But when your focus is watered down and is scattered, or you're distracted, or you're not really focused on one thing, you're over here and over there and all over the place. Every time you turn around, something else is distracting you. The phone, the email, people, places, and things, your thoughts, your beliefs, your fears, distracting you from creating that idea. I coach attractive thinkers all of the time, and they really have some fantastic and amazing ideas that they desire to create and manifest in their lives. But the things that they come up with, or the things that they share with me that are holding them back, are internal things like fears. Fear, not just fear of failure, but what about fear of success? Afraid of how powerful you really are, afraid of unleashing your power, afraid of really fully becoming who you were created to be. Being powerful, being bigger than who you currently are right now can be scary. What about afraid of what you have to let go in order to be? In order to be you, in order to be the greater version of you. What if right now is your season? What if right now is your defining moment? What if right now is your opportunity to step into, it's almost like taking off a coat. You shed the old you, and you allow the new you to step forward in your life. What if now is that time? What if you're hearing this message right now because it's your time? Right now in this specific season, at this specific moment, because now is the time for you to get crystal clear, to get focused, to get solely committed to giving birth to your dream idea. What if now is that time, attractive thinker? What do? I suggest you connect. I suggest you get support. I suggest you try not to do this on your own. I suggest you get a new circle of people in your life that can help you, that are going in the same direction that you're going in, that can help you accomplish your goals and give birth to your dream ideas. So what are we talking about? You know what I'm talking about. As a new and aspiring entrepreneur, you got into business, or you're thinking about going into business because you have this idea that you want to create and you want to share with the world. It fills you and it will fuel others. But there's so many things that keep popping up that are distracting you and watering down your focus, and your dream gets pushed off to the background of your life. Why is this important? This message and this attractive thinker movement is for attractive thinkers, for people who have passion and desire, who are driven, who understand that they will continue to create until they take their last breath, who don't retire from their lives. People who understand we're here to create, to increase, to multiply, to make the world a better place, to make your world a better place, first of all, and we make the world a better place, one world at a time. But you have to make your world a better place first. Your interactions, what you experience, how you flow through your life. Creating your world first, and we manifest, and we make the great big world a better place, one world at a time. I want you to think about that. Do you realize that when you create your dream idea and you give birth to your ideas, you manifest those goals and you accomplish those things, maybe they have never been done before in your generation. You give others permission to do the same. You inspire them to do the same thing, because everybody has an idea, a dream, or a desire. I mean, I don't care who they are. Everybody has an idea that they want to create, or that they wish they could have created, or that they regret not creating, or that they are excited about creating. Everybody, if you sit down and talk to them, if you go deep enough, it's there. It's in all of us. It's there. And when, as an attractive thinker, we understand that the most important things in life are the internal things. Your dreams, your ideas, your feelings, your beliefs, you know, your visions, your goals, the goodness that's in you that you want to share with others and with the world. Those are the most important things in life. You know, as attractive thinkers, we don't live our lives just giving our lives away to mindless things and not really making an impact in the world. What is an attractive thinker that you desire to do? How long is it going to take? When are you going to get serious about it? How important is it to you? How important is it to you? What kind of difference will it make in the world? How will it change your life? Why are you putting it off? Why are you struggling to create it? What supports do you need? What's in your way? How far have you come? How much have you created so far? I coach private and group settings, attractive thinkers who want to give birth to these dreams and ideas, and they've made it to a certain point. I can see the effort. I can see the effort. I ask, what have you done so far to accomplish this? And I see the effort. I see that you're trying, you're putting forth the energy, and you were doing all that you need to do. You did your part, but you hit a roadblock and you stopped creating. You stopped working on a great day. Oh, look at you. Great day, attractive thinker Tracy. I heard some good news about you. It's good to see you here. Oh, how are you? You know, attractive thinkers, sometimes we put it off and we don't understand what it is actually that we're putting off. When you don't create your dream, you're not creating your life. Your dream is your life. Your dream is it's a sneak preview. It's a coming attraction. It's a secret whisper to you for what you're supposed to be doing in the world. Nobody else dreams like you. Nobody else has your dream. Nobody else sees your vision like you. And when we get distracted, we're not just getting distracted from an idea or a hobby or something, you know, some imagination or some daydream or some fairy tale. We're getting distracted from creating the real essence of who we are. We're getting distracted from releasing a greater version of ourselves. We're getting distracted from the possibility of actually going higher than we've ever been in our lives before. When you procrastinate and you allow yourself to get distracted, see, attractive thinkers are strategic. We're focused, we're laser focused, and I'm sure that you can relate to this, attractive thinker Tracy. You say you're doing good. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Attractive thinker Tracy has really invested in herself, and she pursued her goals. She hung in there. She worked on her mindset. She attended our programs and went through some of our coaching, and she accomplished some great things in her life as a result of that. Consistency, focus, diligence, you know, going after your dream, believing in your dream, doing the work, setting aside the time to invest in yourself, get to know yourself, and build a better relationship with your dream idea so that you and your dream become one, and then you manifest that dream. So I celebrate you, attractive thinker Tracy. I see you out there doing your thing and enjoying your life and making it happen, and that's what you're supposed to do. And the best is always yet to come for you. This is just the beginning. You're just scratching the surface. This is the beginning for you. And if you're so fantastic and excited and amazing and overjoyed by what's happening in your life right now, just wait. Just keep going. Just keep on going. The best is yet to come, and more is going to unfold for you because of your consistency, because you believe in yourself, because you invest in yourself, and because you surround yourself with successful people. So I celebrate you. Keep going. I'm watching you from the sidelines. Keep on going. I see you. Thank you, attractive thinker Tracy. I see that. You are amazing as well. You know, attractive thinkers, your dreams and your ideas are real and it's necessary in the earth. This is why we are here. If you don't give birth to your dreams, then the world is lacking a solution. The world is lacking a contribution that was supposed to advance the world, advance the earth, advance the people in it, advance our development and our growth. We all need what's in each other, that good thing, that great thing, that dream and that vision and that goal. And as soon as you create, see, sometimes we're surrounded by people who don't have the courage to do what you're doing. And that's why it's important that you, because you have the courage to take that leap, to step into that courage, that energy, that power, and do it. And here's the deal, attractive figure, it's not just for you. People are watching you that don't have the courage to do what you do. They admire you from afar. And they're hoping and praying that you go further, because then it inspires that good thing in them. And they say, if she can do it, then I can do it. Or they'll say, if she did that, wait, I'm not going to let attractive figure Tracy go there by herself. If she can do it, if there are dreams and greatness and exciting, wonderful, fantastic, and amazing things inside of her, it's in me too. See, that's what happens to your circle when you go forward. So your dream is not even all about you. It's about those around you that don't have the courage to do what you're doing. So I want to encourage you to look broader, look further, expand your vision, take your eyes off of yourself and think about the people that you're serving. How can you serve even greater? How can you make their lives better with your visions, your dreams, and your goals and your ideas? This is why, as new and aspiring entrepreneurs, it is critical that you get support, because those distractions are sneaky, tiny little thieves that consistently shift your focus. You're looking over here, and then somebody's knocking on the door, and you're running over there, and then the email pops up, and then the phone rings, and then you got these negative thoughts, and you're moving forward, and you pick up a pace, you got a rhythm, and you're making things happen, and then all of a sudden you get this internal belief. And it stops you in your tracks. You're like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. You know, maybe I'm going in the wrong direction. Maybe this ain't for me. Maybe that's why it's taking so long, because I'm not even supposed to be doing this anyway. Maybe I just wasted my time. Maybe I just, wasted all my energy. And you're like, Dad, I put forth a lot of effort in that direction, and you didn't get the result that you were looking for, and you yield to that. You can't, as an attractive thinker, you can't yield to that belief. You have to check it at the door. You have to understand who you are. I was thinking the other day while I was driving in the car, I'm always thinking about how I can make your life better. My life's work, that's to make your life better. What can I say to the attractive thinkers? Because I feel sometimes that you're losing your focus. I feel like you're getting distracted. I feel like you need some more encouragement or inspiration. I feel like you need something else to anchor your soul, anchor your hands, anchor your creativity, anchor your actions, so that you can keep making progress instead of constantly slipping back and falling back and stepping back. Okay, so I was thinking the other day that, distractions are subtle little thieves. And that when I say subtle, we don't even recognize it. We don't recognize it. And when you don't recognize something, it could creep right up on you. And before you know it, you're going in another direction. You didn't even have an intention of going in that direction. Your mind was somewhere else. You wanted to go in another direction. And if there's no one around, see, your circle is so important. My son said to me one time, we were out and about, and I forget what the conversation was about, but he said, Mom, that's why it's important to have people around you with vision, because they can see your blind spots. You can't see your blind spots. You can't see when you can't even see when you slow down. Let's say you're running, you're picking up momentum, you're creating things, you're making things happen, and you get distracted a little bit, or something tries to pull you back, or a negative thought, and you slow down a little bit. You don't even know you've slowed down, but the people around you say, what happened? You were going full force, and you're not going, at the same speed you were going. What happened? And you don't even know that it was a negative thought that distracted you and stole your momentum. Those distractions are subtle little thieves, robbing you by constantly shifting your focus. You got to stabilize your mind if you're going to do something new. writing your book, starting your business idea, transforming your life, moving, creating a family, buying a new house, or traveling the world. You got to stabilize. You got to set it and forget it. You got to stabilize your mind so that it's not wandering, so that it's not loose. When your mind is not stabilizing something, to me, it's like anchoring it, like you stabilize the chair to the floor. And no matter who sits in the chair is not going to move anymore because it's stabilized to the floor. It's stable. It's anchored to the floor. You have to anchor your mind so when the winds of distraction and the winds of life and the winds of frustration and that negativity that wants to come up, and that doubt and unbelief and that fear wants to come up and stop you, because your mind is stable and anchored, that it doesn't waver. You set it and forget it, and you're still moving forward. People ask me all of the time, how do you keep moving forward in the face of adversity? It's because when here's two things. You're either going to yield to your physical experiences, or you're going to move on what you know. I experience life just like anybody else. When I feel it, when I experience life and I feel that negative emotion, I feel something weighing me down. Number one, I don't like feeling heavy. I could tell when my energy has shifted, when something is trying to, interact with my energy. I'm usually, my energy is light, is flowing, is peaceful, is happy, is joyful, is appreciative, is grateful. And when I encounter something that turns my energy into something that's not normal for me, I can feel that. And I have two choices. I can continue to move despite how I feel, or I can succumb to that. Most of the time, I can tell you this attractive thing, that this is what we should do. And most of the time, when you begin to feel less than your normal energy, you don't move on what you feel, you move on what you know. You got to shift. It's like shifting gears in a car. You no longer move on what you feel, you're moving on what you know. Although I feel heavy, or I feel depressed, or I feel disappointed, or I feel frustrated, or I don't feel my best self, I'm now shifting gears and moving on what I know. What I know is I'm fantastic and amazing. What I know is I'm successful. What I know is I'm great. What I know is that I'm creative and I'm smart and I have something to say and I can contribute. What I know is that I'm a problem solver. What I know is that the things that I create, how I show up in the world, is a blessing to others. And I shift gears and I move on what I know until my feelings catch up with my actions. And then I can shift gears. It's almost like going into automatic or cruise control, because now I'm moving on my feelings again. And I don't have to, move so much on what I know, because my feelings and my emotions, my energy is back in rhythm and in balance. And I can move on that. And then when I encounter another obstacle, I shift gears and move on what I know. Are you getting this, attractive thinker? I move on what I know. And you have to continue to shift gears in life if you're going to get to your destination. Because distractions will come. What are you going to do? You can flow throughout life on your energy and moving in the right direction, because your heart is in the right place, and you're being led by your heart and not your head. And then when distractions come and you feel that negative, you feel the heaviness, you feel the disappointment, you feel the not feeling worthy. You hear those voices that tell you don't deserve this, or who do you think you are? You feel that and you hear that. And you have to shift gears and move on what I know. Move on what you know, attractive thinker. So until you get through that resistance. And then when you hit that space where it's smooth sailing again, now you're in cruise control. You're back in your energy. The dust has settled. You made it through that resistance and you created along the way. This is how you accomplish your goals. But if you don't have the right mental tools in place, this is what the attractive movement is all about. It's about supporting you with the mental tools. We need mental tools. Your mind is a fantastic and amazing thing. It's powerful. An untamed mind, an unmanaged mind, it's just a disaster. You have to control your mind. You have to mind your mind. You have to tell your mind what to do. Don't let your mind tell you what to do, or you won't get anything done, because your mind will tell you you're great today and it'll tell you you're nothing tomorrow. or not even tomorrow, the next 5 minutes. And it'll have you starting and stopping and starting and stopping and starting and stopping and believing and not believing and being afraid and not afraid and taking the risk and taking 2 steps back and saying you're going to do it and not getting it done and making New Year's resolutions and not resolving them. Your mind will do that. So you can't allow your mind to dictate your life. You have to live from your heart. What is your heart saying? What do you know to be true? Live from your truth, attractive thinker. Act from your truth. Take action from your truth. Build your dream from your truth. Create from your truth. Create from the truth of what you know. You know you're great. You know your ideas are great. You know you've helped people before. You know people compliment you on your gifts before. You know what you have to offer will make a difference in your life and in the lives of others. Work on that, move on that, create from that place. And that way you minimize, you take control over the distractions. You're now aware of them. Oh, I see you now, distraction. I see you. It's okay. It's okay. You're trying to distract me. Yep, I was a little bit disappointed. Yep, I almost went in that direction. I almost let go. I almost fell back, but I saw you. I see you. I know exactly what this is. And then you shift gears. You grab onto your attractive thinker tools. You begin to apply them to your life so you can get over that hurdle. And you learn your life lessons through that. Everything is a life lesson. Don't just go through disappointment and frustration or a distraction or a setback and then you can't wait to get out of it, but you're not learning anything while you're there. You didn't gather any tools while you're there. Oh, thank you, attractive thinker Tracy. Thanks for being a great life coach. Absolutely. My life's work is to make your life better. I know exactly why I am here. And I'm in my lane and it feels good. And that's what I want for all of the attractive thinkers. I want you to be in your lane. I want you to know what it feels like to live you, to be you. You're great. You're fantastic and amazing all by yourself. You don't have to do anything to be great, just by being you. But you got to find, how do you do that? By finding out who you are. If you don't know who you are, I can help you with that. I want you to visit the website because if you don't know who you are, we have mental tools in place. We have strategies in place. And as a vision and mindset expert, we go deep. We don't live on the surface. We go deep because your heart is deep. There's a treasure there. When you're looking for a treasure, you dive deep. Treasures aren't found on the surface. So if you're not sure who you are, I understand that. There was a season in my life where I didn't know who I was. Think about that, attractive thinker. So that's why I do what I do, because it's not a good feeling to believe that you're great. You can sense it. You can feel it. You know, I know I'm different. I know there's something special about me. I know I can do things. I know people rely on me for a lot of things. I know that every circle I end up in, they want me to be the leader, or they want me to be the one that speaks out, or they push me out front. I know there's something different about me, but I don't know what it is. I don't know how to discover it. I don't know how to direct it. I don't know how to develop it. I want you to visit this website because I want to offer you a free Get Unstuck coaching session at www.getunstuck.theattractivethinker.guru, Guru, www.getunstuck.theattractivethinker.guru. I want you to visit the page and book your complimentary Get Unstuck coaching session so we can start working on discovering who you are. You know, when you discover who you are, you don't have to run around trying to do 10, 50 million, 1,000 things in life to get what you desire. When you discover who you are, that's the starting point, and it sets the pace for everything else. When you know who you are, you know what to do with your health. You know what kind of business to start. You know who your clients are. You know how to strategize and plan for your wealth and your money. You know what kind of relationships to have, to enter into your life, to be a part of your life, to invite to be a part of your space. It all comes from knowing who you are. When you don't know who you are, you got people in your life that ain't serving you. They're not helping you get to where you need to be. Your eating habits and lifestyle are all over the place. You're buying all of these CDs and programs and eating everything. Buying all the programs, got all the gym memberships, and still eating everything when you don't know who you are. When you don't know who you are, you're reaching and grabbing and chasing everything that's outside of you instead of going within and begin to attract what you want in life instead of chasing it when you don't know who you are. So it starts with knowing who you are. When you know who you are, you know what you're here to serve the world. Think about that. When you know who you are, you know your place in the world. You know where you fit. When you know who you are, you know what kind of people you need in your life and what kind of people have got to go. Most of the time we're trying to fix it externally when the issue is internal. I want you to think about that, attractive thinker. Distractions, these subtle little thieves that keep me from knowing who I am. Distractions, these subtle little thieves that keep shifting my focus and shifting my energy and distracting me and watering down my progress and preventing me from creating my dreams and my visions and my goals. Distractions, watering down your power. Think about that, attractive thinker. As a new and aspiring entrepreneur, it is essential that you have a coach and a positive circle of influence to support you in giving birth to your dream idea. I just completed my real estate class, and I'm sharing this because in the class, it was a unique experience. It was a room full of people who were all for each other. And that's very rare. That's very rare. You know, usually people come into these settings and they're all for themselves, or they're not connecting properly, or, you have cliques, and this group is over here and that group, they connect and they go out to lunch, or they study together, or whatever it might be. But the entire class was all for each other, helping each other study, helping each other pass quizzes and tests, and the collaboration. I'm telling you, you have no clue, attractive thinker. If you've never had that kind of support in your life, you don't even know what it feels like to be fully supported. You might know, and if you're like me, you know what it feels like to fully support others. But what if you got that kind of support, you receive that kind of support for yourself? How would that change your life? How would it change your life if every time you felt you hit a roadblock, or you felt disappointed, or you didn't reach your goal like you wanted to, you had people on your right and your left and behind you and in front of you that was continue. Look, their pace didn't stop. Your pace may have slowed down, but if you're around the right people, them people running behind you, they're going to push you forward because they're running fast. You don't even have time to slow down, because the people all around you is moving forward, and they're going to pick you up. They'll be like, brush your leg off, Tracy. Come on, let's keep moving. Yep, create over here, jump over top of it. Okay, watch for that rock. They're still moving. They're still moving. They're still creating. They still have hope. They still have dreams and vision and power and inspiration and encouragement. They still believe in possibilities when you're around the right people. Let me share something with you. I was at an event recently. What's this? Probably earlier this month. And someone who attended the event with me, we were departing. The event was over. We were departing. And I had just said bye to them. It was awesome seeing you, whatever. And when I turned around to proceed to go in my direction, because they were going in the other direction, and I heard people around me say, "Oh," like that. And when I turned around, the person that I was just talking to had fallen on the floor. They fell. They were walking and they fell. So I ran over. Everybody was running over to help them. I dropped my purse on the ground. I just dropped everything, all my papers and books. And I ran over there to help them get up. Okay. And not only was I there, I probably was the first one over there, but then people started to come around me. I could feel people around me trying to help this person get up while I was trying to help them get up. And people were like, "Oh, are you okay?" I mean, everybody, touching the legs and making sure their legs and knees are okay, and praying with them, and helping them out, and pulling a car around, saying that we could take you here, take you there, whatever. And I looked at that. I got a lot out of that. Of course, the person is okay. They're okay. They're back to normal. Everything's fine. But I look, I'm an attractive thinker. I go deep. I see God in everything. I see solutions in everything. I have insight. I see things differently than most people. So when I looked at that situation, I looked at how when they fell, they weren't on the floor 2 seconds before everybody swarmed around them to get them up off of the floor. When you are around the right people as a new and aspiring entrepreneur, as an attractive thinker, when you do fall, did you hear me say when? I didn't say if you fall. I said, great day, attractive thinker worth being. It's good to see you here. You're a woman on the move. When you're around the right people, you're in the right circles. When you fall, not if, but when you fall, because we're all going to fall. When you fall and you're in the right circle, you will not stay down long. You will not stay down long, because everybody around you understands what it's like to fall, and they also understand that when you fall, you do get back up, and they will run over to your support, to your care, and help you get up off of that floor. When you fall around the right people, you don't even have to use your own strength to get up. All you have to do is have the will to get up. They will help you get up off of that floor. So when you, as a new and aspiring entrepreneur, when you fall in life, when you fall on your path and on your journey to your dream, you don't have to fall alone. I need to do a whole nother message on that. As attractive thinkers, you don't have to fall alone. That's the power of being around the right people. But, sometimes we have problems with that. That's another thing that keeps attractive thinkers from moving forward with these new ideas, anything new in your life, because we're attached to people. We're people pleasers. We don't want to hurt people's feelings. We don't want to rock the boat and make waves and all of that. Can you imagine how that can hold you back? Holding on to people that aren't moving in their lives? Think about that. Get this visual for a moment. I'm running around the track. I'm running right, and I'm holding on to people who aren't running. How far do you really think I can go? Can you imagine the effort that I would have to exert, the energy that I would have to put forth to be running with people who are not running? They're not running, attractive thinker. 9 times out of 10, a person with vision is surrounded by people that lack vision when you first start on your journey. So now you have some decisions to make, and those are tough decisions. You have to redefine your circle. And I'm not saying you have to get rid of people. You have to include more people like yourself into your circle. It's like a crowding out experience. Here's the deal. I believe energy is real. I believe that, I'm sorry, the camera's shaking a bit. I believe that energy is real. I believe that when you decide to do something different, when you decide to do something new, because you're in a circle already surrounded by people, when you go in another direction, it changes the dynamic in the group. Some people will go and try to go in that direction with you, and others will say, I'm not going there. We've been going in this direction all these years. I am not about to change right now. You all can go over there where you want to go, and I'm going to keep going where I'm going, right? But what about some of the people running with you? Give me a second. What about the people running with you who will try to go in the direction this new direction that you're going in, and they don't see what you see. They don't have the vision that you have. They didn't see the dream or the idea. They don't have the passion and the drive and the fight and the encouragement, the courage and the commitment. They're gonna follow you because you went in that direction. But because they don't see what you see, they're gonna fall away too after a while. Because see, new ideas and dreams and goals, they have this automatic thing that happens when you embrace them, when you take them to heart, when you grab a hold of your dream and you start following your dream and creating your dream, taking the action steps to do what you have to do. Along with the dream comes this mechanism that happens, and sometimes you think, oh, I have to talk to this person, or I have to let this person go. No. Sometimes you don't have to say anything. Just go in another direction, and people begin to fall away on their own. So some things you won't have to do, attractive thinker. They'll begin to fall away on their own. After a while, they're no longer in your circle. Think about that. And you didn't even have to hurt anybody's feelings. You didn't have to say anything in a negative way. You didn't have to make anybody feel bad. So some things you're not even going to have to worry about. What your focus should be, attractive thinker, is living what you came here to live. Doing what fills you, doing what you're supposed to do with your life. Your life has a purpose, attractive thinker. I want you to think about that. Your life has a purpose, and fulfilling that purpose is the most rewarding of all. Discovering who you are, discovering how you naturally be, how you naturally flow, how you naturally show up in the world, that's the most rewarding thing of all. All the money in the world can't pay for that. Think about that, attractive thinker. So I want you to be more aware of your distractions. Be more aware of how many times in the course of a day you lose focus, or things come into your space and shift your focus. Those subtle little thieves, distractions, causing us to procrastinate, causing us, as soon as you begin to walk towards your goal, I'm going to sit down and write my book, the phone rings. Or I'm going to sit down and write my book and that negative voice comes up. Or I'm going to sit down and write my book that somebody needs you to do something. It's not always, the sense of urgency is not always what they need you to do. What if it's that subtle little sneaky distraction that's trying to prevent you from putting your hand and your pen to paper and writing that book or starting your business? What if that's the case? So what do you have to do now? You have some decisions to make. I was just talking to an attractive thinker today, and they were telling me about the tools that they're using, with time management, and how they're implementing and the mindset tools, and how it's making a difference in their life. And now that their confidence is built, and they're not running here and there and everywhere. When they set their mind to do something and they set aside time on their schedule to do this and that, when people, places, and things come into their space and try to impose their agenda, let's go here, let's go there, let's do this, what you doing, I don't know what you're doing, they don't do that anymore. They don't do that anymore. They say what they are doing. They make their requests known. They make their position known, while the other person is making their request. Oh, come on, let's go here and there. Let's do this and that. Yeah, this is no. I have this to do, but I can catch up with you later. But I've got to do this first. And it's made a big difference in their lives. And this is what we have to do as attractive thinkers, as new and aspiring entrepreneurs. I'm here to support you in getting crystal clear about what it is that you want to do. What's your next move? What's your next move? What's your next chapter? What's your next season? I'm here to support you in doing the new thing, in transforming your life, and getting to the next level, in giving birth to your vision, goals, and your dreams. Not in getting stuck in routine, not in doing the same old, not in doing the routine and the mundane. I'm here to support you in doing that new thing, because when you do that new thing, it's a breaking away, it's a breaking out of the shell, and that takes effort and it takes support. So remember, visit the website www.getunstuck.theattractivethinker.guru, G-U-R-U. Book your free coaching session so that you can get up and running, get unstuck, remove those blocks, and get the tools and support that you need, because your dream is of the essence. It is a priority. It's not an option. It's a priority. Dr. Toni Hatton here, your Break the Cycle specialist. My life's work, that's always to make your life better. Why? Because you have a purpose. And time waits for no one. And nobody knows when their time is up. And we all have a gift to bring to the world. And the world needs it now. Remember that, attractive thinker. It is not what you're going through. It's how you're viewing it. Think attractively. I'll see you soon.